Ammon goes to the land of Ishmael. He's taken, he's bound, it says, as was their custom, to bind all the Nephites who fell into their hands. I've always thought that's funny the way they put that. Why are you tying me up? It's a custom that we have. It's just a custom. Oh, okay, well, when in Rome. So he's taken, he's bound, he's brought before the king, and you can just imagine the king. You're a Nephite. What are you doing here? You know what we do to Nephites? And there's Ammon. Ammon is brilliant. Ammon doesn't say, well, I have to teach you guys because you're wrong and we're right. He doesn't. He says, I desire to dwell among this people for a time, yea, perhaps until the day I die. How are you? Love your customs. And the king is just, untie him. So they untie Ammon, and then the king says this, now young man, if a dad ever says this to you, you're doing well. Would you like to marry one of my daughters? And Ammon says, and there's lots of jokes, did he look? Nay. No, we don't know what he did. There's lots of jokes about what happened. I probably was thinking, I think the mission president would like that. Ammon says, nay, but I will be thy servant. Ammon, they don't even know he's a missionary yet. The king likes him. He says, well, listen, we've been having some trouble with the Lamanites scattering our sheep. Would you just help with this? So he gives him that job, and you know the whole story, right? And he's out there watching the flocks, and all of a sudden, here they come. The king told him about, the icky guys come to scatter the sheep. And they do. They scatter the sheep, and all the servants are like, oh, no, last time this happened, the king killed us. I mean, he killed our friends. And what? He killed our friends, not us. And Ammon says, it's okay. Let's get him. And they chase him, and they bring him all back. And then the icky guys come again. And this time, the other guys. And Ammon's so cool. He says, I will show forth my power, or the power that is in me. And then I will win their hearts. And then, if I win their hearts, they'll listen to my words. So smart. 11. There's at least 11 guys, which makes this, verse 33, that much better, as you can see Ammon. And circle the flocks round about that they flee not. And I go and contend with these men who do seek to scatter our flocks. And you can see the guys behind just, okay, have fun storming the castle, And there goes Ammon. So he gets out his sling, and the guys start coming at him. And how many does he hit with the sling? 6. With the rocks, bum, 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 bum. He's hit 6 of them. And they're getting kind of annoyed with this guy, so they start coming at him with clubs. And this, to me, is one of the great understatements of the Book of Mormon. But behold, every man that lifted his club to smite Ammon, he smote off their arms with his sword. For he did withstand their blows by smiting their arms with the edge of his sword, insomuch that they began to be astonished. That is an understatement. Can you imagine? It's like, I'm beginning to be astonished. He just cut my arm off. I'm beginning to be astonished. Are you beginning? Yeah. I'm beginning to be astonished too. Let's be astonished together, He does the thing with the arms, and then he says, let's see, what was that other thing the king wanted me to do? Oh yeah, take care of the horses. See you guys. And he takes out. He didn't say, now the king's going to want to talk to me. He didn't. He says, let's see, I'm supposed to take care of them. Yeah, see you guys later, bye. And he goes, and the Lamanites are just, that was incredible. Let's go tell the king. He won't believe us. Yes, he will. Pick up those arms. So they pick up the arms, they take them before the king, they drop them on the ground. I don't know what kind of noise that makes. They drop them on the ground. And if you thought the king was perplexed before, now the king is just, great. Great. Ammon is the Great Spirit. He's come to punish me because I killed some of the other ones who let the flocks get scattered. He's the Great Spirit. Oh, great. He says, where is he now? He's taking care of your horses. The king says, wow, never have I had such a faithful servant. He remembers all my commands. I'd ask him to come here, but I durst not. Isn't that fun? I durst not. When you're confronted with peer pressure, you can say that. I durst not. Because I'd ask him to come here, but I durst not. I think he's really, really powerful. Well, finally, Ammon comes in. What? As he sees the countenance of the king has changed and he was about to leave. He's like, and then one of the servants, so cool, says, Rabbana, which being interpreted as great or powerful king. Rabbana, the king desireth thee to stay. And Ammon says, what is it that I should do for thee, O king? And the king answered him not for the space of an hour. Can you imagine? I mean, aren't you glad that's not on the video? Just, like, answered him not for the space of an hour. And Ammon reads his thoughts through inspiration and finally says, are you wondering how I slew those who came to scatter your flocks? And I imagine the king, Finally, the king has just had it. He's like, who are you? Are you the Great Spirit? Ammon says, no, I'm a man. He says, do you know about God? I don't know what that means. King has never heard that word. I don't know what that means. He says, do you know about the Great Spirit? Yeah, that's God. Are you sent from God? And Ammon says, I'm a man, but I am called by his Holy Spirit to teach these things to the people. And that Spirit gives me knowledge and also power. Oh, it's a great story.